Time is now 4:39 a.m. Oh, somebody didn't close the door properly. Somebody didn't close the door properly. Somebody did not close properly the door. Is it this one? No. It's the hatch. It's the hatch. There, that should do it. Now I gotta get a seatbelt on with one hand because I'm holding this phone in the other. Yeah, change hands. Grab the seatbelt buckle. And yeah. Okay, I'm strapped in. Okay, now it should not beep. Yeah, that's better. Leaving the airport, take 2. Time is now 4:41 on a Monday morning. I've got $400 on, and it wasn't too crazy a night. I think we have more cars or more drivers on than we had before, and so they're more able to handle the amount of business that we have. And I hope that's really the case, because you know, the last year has been just too much. And if it keeps going like tonight did, I'm actually beginning to enjoy the job again. There you go. Okay, well, let's go back into town. Work another hour, including the drive back into town, because Mr. Punctual will be taking over at 6 a.m. sharp. And yeah, that's it. That's about all, really. It's been a good start to the week. It's 5:17 on a Tuesday morning, and I'm going to log out because I have to go. If you've been watching, you probably already know that Tuesday mornings are the ones where I gotta go to the chiropractor. So I gotta go wash the car, so because the owner's gonna drive it. When the car's clean, I gotta go to the bank, deposit some money, then I gotta detail the interior because the dashboard is all dusty. Then I gotta fuel it, park it, walk home, walk to the chiropractor, and then after having my neck stretched and my back stretched, I have to go and sign some papers so that the police will release a report to the car insurance people describing the police report, the accident that I was involved in more than 4 years ago. So the insurance company doesn't even have access to the police report unless I sign for it. So I gotta sign for it. Oh, once I've done that, then it will be signed for, and then next week I need to talk to the lawyer for the defense, and the week after that I think I have to go on a Zoom thing with the lawyer for the plaintiff. What a fucking hassle. Anyway, right now my biggest worry is getting to the car wash and washing the car. And one thing after another after that. So it goes. Life is really strange right now. Life is just exceptionally strange. I met someone on a website and we've been texting back and forth much of the morning. It was slow, relatively slow tonight in comparison, but I still did $350. So that's not really in the slouch category. But yeah, I was doing a lot of texting, and that particular website, the way it comes through on the phone, the print is so small that it has strained my eyes. I have trouble making out addresses now. I should actually bring high-powered reading glasses to work when I'm going to do that, but I didn't anticipate that I was going to do that. That's the thing. Oh yeah. I did not anticipate that I would be texting online. Well, if you're still going, you're still going. That's pretty much all I wanted to say anyway. So I'll be back for 3 more nights in a row after this one. The time is now 5:26 in the morning. It is Wednesday morning. That means I have 2 more nights to go this week. I said the time, didn't I? Yeah, 5:26. This week has been a little more relaxing than things have been lately, which is nice because I haven't been rushed quite so much. And it's still been profitable enough. I've done $375 tonight. That's really good. And it was mostly with longer trips. And I did also have a couple of calls from my generous customer who tips really well. And I did have a couple longer trips as well. I had one that went to Sydney earlier. And so that made up for the time when I was able to relax. There was one point I had no trips for 2 hours between like 2 and 4. And I took advantage of that and went to sleep. I went to sleep completely. Now, well, I've got half an hour to go. I'm downtown, and I have to make it out to the area where I usually work, and hit the bank to make a deposit, because I did quite well. And then after hitting the bank, I'm going to hit the gas station, fuel up, and park it, so that Mr. Punctual can pick it up in half an hour's time. And was there anything crazy tonight? No, not really. It was fairly low-key. It was relaxed for the most part. And I didn't exactly stress, and I didn't exactly rush. So those are all good things from my perspective. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I am tired. I had to do a couple things yesterday, which took up some of my time. Had the chiropractor, and then I had to go to some office to sign some papers for that for that little incident that happened 4 years ago with the bicycle. I had to sign some papers and show the guy from the what are they? The independent insurance adjuster people. I had to excuse me, explain a couple things to him. And of course I was on foot, right? So I walked to the chiropractor, then I walked to that place, then I walked back home from that place. By the time I got home, it was like 9:30. I had to prepare something to eat. I had to eat something. I had to relax, unwind, and go to sleep. Yeah. I was being asked, when do you get time for yourself? I think, oh, well, maybe not that often. Maybe I should think about taking an extra day off every week and go to a more normal schedule of working. But then I wouldn't make quite so much money. See, the problem is that I have this really annoying thing called a work ethic. That keeps me going, I guess. And the date is now the 14th. So, 12, 18. I have 6 years, 9 months, and 18 days left to go before retirement. Not that I'm counting or anything. I'll be back tomorrow. The time is now 4:46 a.m. It is a Thursday morning, and I have $356 on, something like that. Or is it 360? Something like that. 365? Yeah, I think that's right. 365. I just counted it. But I get distracted, and so I forget for a moment. That's okay, considering the time. I still have an hour and 15 minutes left to go for my shift. And it rained. You can see some droplets on the windshield. It rained earlier. Well, it rained closer to town and in town in different in patches. But out here, it didn't rain at all, apparently. The night was a little more relaxed than things have been of late for the most part. I had breaks in between calls before midnight, which was nice. And after midnight, I did have a couple of opportunities to go to sleep for a while, which was also very nice. And I had a couple of longer fares too. I had one going out into the western communities and another one that went clear across town, and now I had this one that came out to the airport. So that's how come I've done okay. And yes, those opportunities to go to sleep are just wonderful. At around 3 o'clock, I was kind of groggy, and then I got a call, and when I got to the address, as soon as I got there, I was canceled. And then I went back to where I usually sit, and before I got there, I got sent completely in the opposite direction, a good long distance, to go pick somebody up. Fortunately, she was going far, so it all worked out. Yeah. Well, not much else to say. Got one more night to go, and that's about that. I'm tired. It's now Friday morning at 5:50. 10 minutes to 6. I was offered another trip, and I just declined. I have done already 23 trips. 23 trips and I have $500 on. That's good enough for me. $500 night. 100 of that goes to pay to use the car. And it'll be another 30 or so for the fuel. So $370 for me. $370 for 12 hours of work. Works out to just a little more than $30 an hour for me. That's all right. Part of it was because I had some good longer fares, and part of it was because I had my very generous customer, and that worked out real well. And so now I'm just exhausted. I was falling asleep in the parking lot a few times, and every time I'd be falling asleep in the parking lot, that's when I'd get another call. Ugh. It makes you angry. That towards the end, it's like every call you get, you're cursing and swearing because you just want to sleep. So I've had enough now. I just got to fuel up, add up all the Interac and credit card charges. It's like about $340 or something like that. It's quite a bit. So I'm going to have to add those up again. This time with a calculator rather than just ballparking it in my head. And put the envelope in the glove box so that next time I come to work, the money will be there. Hope yours is better than mine.